Hello and welcome viewers. You're watching In Depth with your host Kriti Mishra. Manufacturing is widely recognized as the backbone of economic development. For India, it offers immense potential to generate employment, boost productivity, strengthen exports and reduce import dependence. Government initiatives such as the Make in India initiative, production-linked incentive schemes, PM Mitra Parks and the National Manufacturing Mission have catalyzed growth, positioning India as a global manufacturing hub.
Every great economy has a story of factories at its core. And for India, the story is rapidly unfolding. Over the past few years, manufacturing has increasingly emerged as a central pillar of the nation's growth model, not just meeting domestic demand, but also strengthening India's position in global value chains. The Index of Industrial Production, which tracks the volume of output across manufacturing, mining, and electricity, is a snapshot of how industry is performing and its contribution to GDP growth. In July 2025, the IIP recorded a growth of 3.5% year-on-year, rising significantly from 1.5% in June 2025. Manufacturing growth also grew by 5.40% in July 2025 year-on-year, up from 3.7% of June 2025. India's growth story is increasingly powered by the hum of modern factory floors. From electronics manufacturing clusters to laptop assembly chains, it reflects the spread of industrial activity across regions. Behind the scenes, policies like PLI, National Manufacturing Mission, and others are turning these hubs into high-performance nodes. With global supply chains shifting and India's domestic market expanding, the sector is well positioned to play a pivotal role in driving and sustaining overall growth. The contribution of manufacturing sector in the economy is evident with the rise in exports. In April-August 2025, total exports rose 6.18% year-on-year to $349.35 billion. The cumulative value of merchandise exports during April-August 2025 was $184.13 billion as compared to $179.60 billion during April-August 2024, registering a positive growth of 2.52%. With a visible development in manufacturing sector, it shows that the sector has potential to reach 87,57,000 crore in financial year 2026 and potentially add more than 43,43,500 crore annually to the global economy by 2030, which indicates that India is steadily cementing its position as a global manufacturing hub. While July's IIP surge was powered primarily by basic metals, electrical equipment, and non-metallic minerals, the broader story of India's manufacturing ascent goes beyond these categories. Alongside these high-performing industries, a set of strategic sectors, electronics, pharmaceuticals, automobiles, and textiles, are driving long-term structural growth and shaping India's global competitiveness. Together, these sectors not only anchor India's export momentum, but also reinforce its ambition to become a $1 trillion manufacturing economy by financial year 2026. This showcases how the industries are emerging as the engines of India's manufacturing renaissance.
Huge opportunities for the country. See, 10 years back, what was electronics manufacturing in the country? Negligible. Nothing practically. Today, electronics manufacturing is $80 billion US. That's the extent. 25 lakh people are employed in electronics manufacturing, right? That is what Digital India has, Make in India has brought the country to, right? Along with that, this component ecosystem is getting developed. We are daily getting applications for some component coming into the country, which basically means the industry is now maturing to a level where the entire ecosystem is now coming to our country. The most fundamental raw material now will be semiconductor for all this, right? In semiconductor, the advantage India has always had was a very large population of design engineers. We have close to 50,000 semiconductor design engineers working in the country for across the world. There are good large leadership companies for whom these engineers are working.
One of the most striking shifts has been in mobile manufacturing. From just 2 units a decade ago, India now houses around 300 units, reflecting a 150-fold expansion in production capacity. Exports of mobile phones tell even more dramatic story, expanding from a modest 1,500 crore to nearly 2 lakh crore, an increase of 127 times. At the same time, dependence on imports has almost disappeared, from 75% of domestic demand being met through imports in 2014-15 to just 0.02% in 2024-25. Overall, these numbers underscore India's transition from being a large importer to becoming a global hub of electronics. And India is now the world's second largest mobile manufacturer. India has attracted more than $4 billion FDI inflow in the field of electronics manufacturing since financial year 2020, and nearly 70% of this FDI is contributed by the beneficiaries of PLI scheme.
मोदी जी ने घोषणा करी कि हम आने वाले 5 साल में 4.1 करोड़ जॉब निर्माण करने के लिए 2 लाख करोड़ का पैकेज अनाउंस करते हैं। ये 2 लाख करोड़ का पैकेज में क्या था? पहली स्कीम थी कि हम देश में आवश्यकता के अनुसार क्लस्टर बेस्ड स्किलिंग करेंगे। फॉर एग्जांपल, गुजरात में, मैं भावनगर से बिलोंग करता हूँ, तो भावनगर में सिर्फ रिसाइकलिंग इंडस्ट्रीज़ है, तो वहाँ के जो ITI है उसका सिलेबस वहाँ के इंडस्ट्रीज़ के साथ मिलके हमारी स्किल डेवलपमेंट मिनिस्ट्री तैयार करेगी, और एक कोर्स जो तैयार करेगी वो रिसाइकलिंग इंडस्ट्रीज़ के अनुरूप तैयार करेगी, ताकि उसको स्किल मैन पावर मिले और स्किल इन्हेंसमेंट का काम हो। ऐसे हब एंड स्पोक के रूप में ITI को ट्रेन करना, सिलेबस बनाना, ये उसका एक पार्ट था। दूसरा पार्ट था देश के 5,000 प्रीमियम कंपनी में 1 करोड़ युवाओं को इंटर्नशिप देना। वो छोटी बात नहीं है। 1 करोड़ युवाओं को जब हम इंटर्नशिप देते हैं तो ये प्रीमियम कंपनी है, एक्सपोर्ट बेस्ड कंपनी है, वहाँ इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड का वर्क कल्चर है, और वहाँ वो ट्रेनिंग करेंगे तो उसमें वर्क कल्चर आएगा। बेस्ट क्वालिटी कैसी होनी चाहिए।
India's pharmaceutical industry is a global powerhouse, ranking 3rd in the world by volume and 14th in terms of value of production, supplying over 50% of global vaccine demand and nearly 40% of generics to the US. The industry is projected to grow to $130 billion by 2030 and $450 billion market by 2047. Backed by policy support for pharmaceuticals like the PLI scheme and strengthening of pharmaceuticals industry scheme, the industry continues to expand its global footprint. The PLI scheme is driving investments into 55 projects to make high-end drugs such as cancer and diabetes medicines in India, while the SPI scheme that focuses on raising the quality, competitiveness and resilience of smaller pharma companies is funding R&D and modernizing labs, enabling Indian companies to compete globally. Beyond cost efficiency, India has emerged as a hub for affordable, high-quality medicines, reinforcing its rightful title as the pharmacy of the world. India's automotive industry is a cornerstone of nation's manufacturing and economic growth, contributing 7.1% to India's gross domestic product and 49% to manufacturing GDP, as per Niti Aayog report. During financial year 2025, the total production of passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles, three-wheelers, two-wheelers, and quadricycles was over 3.10 crore units. As the 4th largest automobile producer globally, India possesses the scale and strategic depth to emerge as a global leader in the automotive value chain. As per the Economic Survey 2024-25, India's textile and apparel industry is among the largest industry globally, contributing 2.3% to GDP, 13% to industrial production, and 12% to total exports. The sector is set to grow to $350 billion by 2030, further strengthening India's position in the global market. The growth is expected to create 3.5 crore jobs. It is also the second largest employment generators after agriculture, with over 45 million people employed directly, including women and the rural population. As further evidence of the inclusive nature of this industry, nearly 80% of its capacity is spread across micro, small and medium enterprises clusters in the country. To support the industry further, the government has approved 7 PM Mega Integrated Textile Region and Apparel Parks, backed by 4,445 crore over 6 years. Under the scheme, the parks aim to attract 70,000 crore in investment and generate nearly 20 lakh direct and indirect jobs. The Prime Minister recently inaugurated the PM Mitra Park in Dhar, Madhya Pradesh on 17 September 2025, where 1,300 acres of land and over 80 industrial units have been allocated. The park is expected to generate about 3 lakh new jobs.
ग्लोबल मार्केट जो एक्सपोर्ट का है, जो इंपोर्ट करते हैं देश, लगभग $800 बिलियन का। ठीक है, हमें ये अवसर कैसे प्रदान कर रहा है कि हम अब दुनिया को भी टारगेट कर रहे हैं। अभी हम सॉफ्ट जोन में चले गए थे, अमेरिका कर रहे थे, अमेरिका भी करूँगा और अल्टरनेटिव मार्केट भी। हमारे हम अभी 27 देशों से ऊपर FTA है, जो यूपीए सरकार में केवल 5 देशों से था। हमारा यूरोपियन मार्केट भी खुला। अगर मैं कहूं कि 15 देशों में हमारा FTA है, उसका टोटल मार्केट अगर आप देखेंगे $200 बिलियन का है। हम केवल $11.5 बिलियन ले रहे हैं, जिससे हमारा FTA है। तो मुझे तो लग रहा है कि प्रधानमंत्री के निर्देशानुसार, उनके गाइडेंस में, कि आपदा में अवसर कैसे खोजा जाए। आपदा में अवसर खोजा है, सारे इंडस्ट्री जोश में है, और वो जोश है, हम $11 बिलियन पर अगर काम कर रहे हैं, हम उनसे भी बात करेंगे, लेकिन हम $100 बिलियन तक कैसे जाएं अन्य देशों में, वहाँ हम जाएंगे। $65 का मार्केट है, हम $2 बिलियन का कर रहे हैं, तो हमारे लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी काफ़ी है।
With 17% of nation's GDP and over 27.3 million workers, the manufacturing sector plays a significant role in the Indian economy. Through the implementation of different programs and policies, the government hopes to have 25% of economy's output from the manufacturing sector.
India has steadily positioned itself as a preferred destination for global investors. Over the past decade, consistent reforms, simpler regulations, and a stable policy environment have attracted significant investments in manufacturing. Initiatives to enhance ease of doing business, coupled with targeted sectoral incentives, have reinforced India's competitiveness as a global manufacturing hub. Total FDI inflows into India over the last 11 years stood at $748.78 billion, up 143% compared to $308.38 billion received during 2003-14. India clocked $81.04 billion in gross FDI inflows in financial year 2024-25, up by 14% year-on-year growth. Manufacturing FDI accelerated 18% to $19.04 billion in financial year 2024-25. Maharashtra led the FDI leaderboard with 39% of equity inflows, followed by Karnataka and Delhi. Singapore remained the top origin, ahead of Mauritius and the United States, reflecting both capital market intermediation and strategic investors deepening their India footprint. The government aims to raise annual FDI inflows to $100 billion. Manufacturing is not just about machines and assembly lines. It's also about people. As one of the significant employment-generating sectors, manufacturing contributes significantly to India's job market, particularly for semi-skilled and skilled workers. India's employment has surged with 17 crore jobs created in the past decade, reflecting the government's focus on youth-centric policies and its Viksit Bharat vision. Recent PLFS data of August 2025 further underlines this positive trend. The worker population ratio rose 52.2%, while the female ratio climbed to 32%, making steady gains in women's workforce participation. The labour force participation rate also improved for the second successive month this year, reaching 33.7% for women. The overall unemployment rate eased to 5.1%, and unemployment rate among male eased to 5-month low level to 5.0% in August 2025, highlighting broad-based employment creation and inclusivity across sectors including manufacturing. In the manufacturing sector, job creation stood at 6% between 2004 and 14, while it rose to 15% in the last decade. The Union Budget 2025-26 provides a strong tailwind to India's manufacturing ecosystem. A key enabler is the restructuring of the Skill India program with the outlay of 8,800 crore, extended until 2026. By integrating Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana 4.0, the National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme and the Jan Shikshan Sansthan scheme into a unified, industry-aligned framework, the initiative is building a demand-driven, technology-enabled workforce tailored to evolving needs of modern industry. Together, these efforts aim to ensure that India's demographic dividend is channeled effectively into building a competitive, skilled and adaptive workforce, turning human capital into a true engine of industrial growth. The Production Linked Incentive Scheme, launched in 2020, is one of the Government of India's flagship initiatives to boost domestic manufacturing and enhance India's participation in global supply chains. Covering 14 key sectors ranging from mobile phones, electronics, pharmaceuticals, textiles to drones, the scheme provides financial incentives linked directly to incremental production and sales. From momentum to leadership, as India advances towards $35 trillion vision by 2047, manufacturing will be the engine of growth. Supported by reforms, sectoral incentives and resilient supply chains, the sector has gained strong momentum, reflected in GDP growth projection. The sector has demonstrated resilience even amidst global uncertainties. The government's vision of raising manufacturing's share in GDP, backed by transformative policies like PLI scheme, the National Manufacturing Mission, and skill development initiatives, provides a clear roadmap for industrial resurgence. With global supply chains undergoing a strategic realignment, India has a unique window of opportunity to step forward as the preferred destination for investment, innovation, and large-scale production.
Well, viewers, that's all we had for you in this edition. Thanks for watching and stay tuned to Sunset TV. Goodbye for now from my side.
To watch more programs of Sunset TV, subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to like and share them.